38 years old, 4 kids, married for 15 years, a warm, dependable nurse's assistant working in Boston. Florence was a wonderful woman, but lived in unthinkable conditions. She endured physical battering and verbal abuse from her husband throughout their 15 years of marriage. After multiple hospital visits for emergency care, restraining orders, and murder threats, Florence decided to file for divorce. She did everything in her power to protect herself and her children. She sought help from her minister and told him about her intent to seek a divorce for her own safety. He advised her to drop the restraining order and to do everything in her power to save her marriage. Florence did as her trusted faith leader advised and returned home. A few days later, Florence was killed by her husband. In the same city, Kyla lived in a strikingly similar situation. She had several children and was physically assaulted regularly by her husband. He took away her phone and money and isolated her from close friends and family. In desperation, Kyla turned to her mosque's imam, the faith leader she trusted most. The imam heard Kyla's story, listened supportively, responded to her faith questions, and helped Kyla identify some options. He encouraged her to contact their local domestic violence service provider in order to speak with a professional about her safety. He reassured her that their faith community would fully support her in whatever way possible, even if she decided that she needed to get a divorce to be safe. While Kyla faced many challenges throughout the next few years, she safely navigated the divorce proceedings and made a new life for herself and her children. Why did Florence and Kyla's stories end so differently? It's impossible to say for sure, but one key difference is that Safe Haven's Interfaith Partnership Against Domestic Violence trained Kyla's imam about how to respond to domestic violence victims. At Safe Havens, we believe that the faith community has a unique role to play in responding to and preventing domestic violence. Research shows that victims are 5 times more likely to reach out to their faith leader than to a professional service provider. Unfortunately, most faith leaders, like Florence's minister, have never received training or resources. That's why Safe Havens' work is so important. At Safe Havens, we educate, provide resources, and train faith leaders and community members on how to support victims of domestic violence and elder abuse. Every faith community can help victims use their faith as a resource, connect with community services, and overcome the many barriers to safety. But we need you to help make this happen. You can do a lot to create a world where more faith communities are like Kyla's. One important first step is to become a Safe with Faith volunteer. As a volunteer, you will gain access to our trainings, a network of interfaith peers with shared interests, and leadership skill development. You will serve as the first point of contact between the Safe Haven staff and your congregation to organize trainings and share information in your community. To learn more about Safe Havens or our Safe with Faith volunteer program, visit our website at www.interfaithpartners.org/actnow. Follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter at Safe Havens 1. Together, we can help survivors reach services and safety. We can make sure that all people are safe with faith.
Created using Powtoon.